what's going on, people? It's Kingdom Drivers 6. I'm back at it again. I told you I'd be back, and this time I want to talk to you about the power of tips. Man, tips, they elevate and they boost my income every day and every week to a whole nother dimension. And at first it was really tough to get tips. As a matter of fact, a lot of people didn't even think you got tips when you did Uber Eats. Driving for Uber Eats now, I do rides and I do Uber Eats. And so a lot of times I'll shut off my riders and I'll just do Uber Eats. And man, the last couple of weeks, I've only done Uber Eats. I've taken an occasional ride here or there, but I've only done Uber Eats. And I've watched my income go up and up and up and up because I've gotten more tips lately. Oh man, I have broken the 125 mark for the last couple of weeks with tips, and it's just gone up and up and up. As a matter of fact, I've only worked 3 days this week and I'm already over $110 in tips. I'm already almost at $400 in earning, and I haven't even worked today. Actually, I took one ride this morning. But I haven't really even worked today. I'm going to work this afternoon because you know me, I like my freedom. I want time to be able to do this. I got a podcast that I got to do. I've got studying that I have to do being a pastor. I've got discipleship that I have with members of the church, working with them one-on-one, that kind of thing. And so I like to have my freedom. My wife needs me to take her out to the movies and dinner. You know, we got to do that married couple thing. Don't get caught in the car and stay in there all day and mess up your marriage. So that's my marriage tip for the day. So tips. One of the things that I've done to increase my tips, number one, is when I get to a place, I push that I have arrived. And the reason why I do that is because I want the customer to be ready when I walk up to that door. When I want them to already know and be looking out the window, because some people aren't looking at their app. I used to think everybody was looking at their app, but some people aren't. Some people are cooking, some people are changing diapers, some people are watching the game, some people are doing something else. And when they get that zzz, and they look down and they say, I've arrived, now they know to get up, walk towards the door, look out the window, and guess who's standing there? Moi. And I'm right there, ready, food in hand, any instructions, if the straw's in the bag, or watch the bottom of the bag, it's hot. Let me put your hand under there. If you need any extra assistance, man, and then you're in the bag. Next, after you pushed I've arrived, you've gotten to the door, you're greeting. How are you doing tonight? Glad to see you. How are you? Some type of greeting. Don't just hand them the bag, turn around and run. I've actually had an Uber Eats driver come and drop something off, like, hey, how you doing? Boom, and run. No, make eye contact. I know this sounds simple and you probably think it's not going to make a difference, but if you make eye contact and let them know that you're really trying to do a good job of customer service, and you hand them their food with good eye contact, there's a great chance that your tips are going to go up. And then your final goodbye. You guys have a great night, great evening. Enjoy your meal. Great morning. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Those things, those little things, you're thinking, oh, it's no big deal. It's no big deal. Well, that is a big deal. That's a major deal. That it feels like it's personable. You know, you're not the regular delivery guy, the pizza guy that just comes and slangs the pizza at him and walks out the door. No, this is your business. This is your livelihood. Even if you're doing this part-time, the better you do at customer service, even more you're going to make in your part-time driving. I do this full-time, and my goal is anywhere from $600 to $800 a week. For a while, I was making $800 to $1,000 a week because I was doing Uber Eats and riders, but I was pushing it. I was driving about 80 to 100 rides per week, and I don't like to drive that much. I actually want to keep it between 50 and 80. I want to keep that 80 as my cap. When I hit 80, that means I made about $800. I made a really good week, and I must have needed some, some investment money for my books or for some of the other things that I'm doing. And so I'll push the envelope to make a little bit more, to put some more money into some of the other investments and things that I'm doing. And so those three things, make sure you have them. So let me recap them. Number one, push I've arrived as soon as you get there, so that they know that you're there and that they're ready for you when you get to the door. Your opening greeting is powerful. Make sure you have that opening greeting, because that opening greeting sets the tone. Look them in the eye. Number three, your closing goodbye. Make sure your closing goodbye is cordial, that you've taken a little time. Don't just turn your back and run. Linger just a little bit and say, you have a great night. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful evening. Enjoy your meal. And then finally, number four, and this is critical. Make sure, even if you don't have another ride, another delivery to do immediately, get to the car, close your app, or close your app as you're walking to the car, close out the delivery. The quicker you do that, the quicker you can get tipped. That's just the truth of the matter. The quicker you do that, the quicker you can get tipped. And so my tips this past week, so I'm going to put that up this week. I'm already at $110 in tips, and I've only worked about 3 days. I actually got a $50 tip last night from a lady who put in the wrong address. Now, some people would say cancel it, run away from that. But because this is my business and I want loyal customers, I want people to feel like I'm really giving them high-end service, called Uber, said, hey, I'm willing to deliver it. Uber makes the adjustment to the trip, and then by me taking it out there, bam, $50 tip on a $10 order. And so for that one order, it was like $65 with the tip on top of it. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Things like this happen to me because I focus in on customer service. I focus in on making sure that I take care of the people who are helping me to take care of my family and boost my business. So this week, I'm already at $110, and I'll show it to you. I'll show you all the numbers. Last week, I was at $129 for the week. As a matter of fact, I made more on my tips than I did the quest, but then I went for the weekend quest, and I'm going to tell you about the quest. The quest boosts your earnings. You talk about boosting your earnings, and if you're brand new, you might not be getting the quest yet. You may have to work your way up to the quest. But if you're like me and you've been doing it for 8 months, I've been doing this for 8 months, I'm getting the quest, and man, those quests increase your earnings exponentially. Well, maybe not exponentially. I wish it was exponential, but it increases it a lot. So if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, if you want to, reach out to me and say, hey, Anthony, man, how do I increase my tips? Can you give me a call, email me one-on-one, just comment below, or like and become a subscriber, and then I can talk to you and share some of the things that we're doing. I'm based out of Denver, Colorado, Aurora, Colorado, and man, Uber is popping out here. People are jumping on Uber Eats and Uber Rides, and people are making a lot of money. Some people in their spare time, some people full time like me. I work about 30, maybe sometimes 40 hours a week, but I spread it out and I work it when I want to work it. That's the key. Freedom, freedom, freedom. And we're going to talk to you about that in later videos on how you protect your freedom. Next video is going to be on the quest. I'm going to talk about the quest. Hey man, God bless you guys. Hopefully this helped you. We'll see you soon.